The North Yorkshire Moors Railway transports people back to the golden age of steam.
Good morning.
Through some of the most stunning scenery in Yorkshire.
Wow!
That captivates young and old.
We've come all the way from Perth in Western Australia.
Whoa!
Keeping the cogs turning on Britain's busiest steam railway
Afternoon.
is a team of steam-mad Yorkshire folk.
One man seems to be smiling. Well, that might be wind.
Block your ears.
Looking after the locos is plain-speaking traction manager Piglet.
Hang on, I've nipped my wedding vegetables in the flange.
Boss Chris has to keep the railway's spending on track.
Could have done without that.
Yeah, I could have done without that.
Sorry.
And trying to make every day go with a bang is king of the carriages, Kieran.
I'm so happy I came now.
This time, preparations for the railway's biggest steam event ever.
We've gone big. We've gone very, very big this year.
But have they gone too big?
Bloody hell, the size of that.
Kieran stages an unusual race.
3, 2, 1. I think this is the future, yeah. Steam it's had its day now.
There's an epic restoration challenge.
Will that be finished or won't it? That's the big burning question.
As the pressure mounts,
It's leaking. Back to the drawing board on this one.
Piglet's job's on the line.
Don't get any closer, please.
Piglet is not perfect. He is not a god.
Running a steam railway is an absolute nightmare.
The Yorkshire Steam Railway. All aboard. It's late August and the North Yorkshire Moors Railway is coming to the end of a busy summer season. At NYMR's HQ in Pickering, Big Boss Chris is already planning the railway's next event.
Much appreciated. Cheers, mate. Bye-bye.
The annual Steam Gala, which is now just 2 weeks away. Previous NYMR galas have featured famous engines, like the Flying Scotsman. But this year, Chris hopes one of the railway's own engines will be the biggest hit.
There'll be lots of stars of the show for our gala, but the one we're all looking forward to, the feather in our cap, is the 9F. It's a unique engine. It's the only one of its kind left. To see that in traffic for the first time since 1966 will be just brilliant. Will that be finished or won't it? That's the big burning question.
Designed to haul enormous freight trains of up to 900 tons, the 9F was one of the most powerful class of steam engines ever built. This is the last one of its kind in the world, but it's never run since it was sent to the scrapyard in 1966. Since then, there have been several failed attempts to get it working again. The man with the job of finally completing this monumental 40-year restoration challenge
Morning, Barney.
is loco manager Piglet.
Everyone's disappeared.
It's a busy time. I'm already busy as myself with my own job, but when we get an engine like this that's never ever run in preservation, you know, it's quite exciting and the world's watching us. It's a big event, so we need to make sure it gets out on time.
Recently promoted to run the railway's locos and carriages, Piglet should be pen pushing.
Right, I'm fit for traffic.
But with the gala deadline looming, if the 9F is going to be ready on time, Piglet has no choice but to get his hands dirty again.
So what we're going to do is we're going to fit one of the main steam pipes in the engine. This carries the steam from the boiler down to this right-hand cylinder. So we've got to manually get that up and in. And they're a fairly big lump. There's nothing light on the steam engine.
The gala is only 2 weeks away, and the 9F still has to be fully tested and declared safe to run. But before any of that can happen, they've got to finish rebuilding it.
Have you looked in the stores?
And they've just run into a problem getting the steam pipes in.
He wants 5 1/4 inch width with nuts because we've run out. So they're sort of our biggest common size stores. I need to work out where I can find some.
A 40-year restoration that's inches from the finishing line is being held up because Piglet can't find his nuts.
That's 1 1/4 inch. There's 4 on there. They're the right size. That means we only need 1. Could be a good find, that. Got one? Well, it's big. All right, try that on. Bingo. Right.
You got any washers?
Oh, well, now you're
You
asking.
had one job. I think all that sit-down office time has made him forget what it's like to be out here on the shop floor.
You haven't seen any washers, have you, Tom? Large ones. You don't have to answer me, it's fine. I don't mind. This could be a challenge. Let's have a look on his neatly organised bench. Oh, 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 oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cheers, dude. Ah, sorted. Washers.
Having found his nuts, Piglet can now crack on with getting the pipe in place.
You need to turn it round first.
I know, but I've nipped my wedding vegetables in the flange. Ow! Oh. I think I prefer desk work, actually, now I've started doing this again. Oh, your jaw! Oh,
It might have some water in it.
it's gone right down my trousers.
The 9F was one of thousands of steam locos consigned to the scrap heap in the 1960s. The unique engine was rusting away when a motley group of NYMR volunteers rescued it.
Yeah.
Don't go too mad yet, mate. Whatever you do, don't put that ring on.
Right, rings off.
Over the next half a century, it's been slowly restored from a rusting heap of parts to a nearly complete engine. But now it's a step closer to running again. Piglet has finally got the steam pipe in place.
Doesn't look too bad, actually, to be honest. Quite pleased with that. Because all the steam out the boiler comes down these 2 pipes and into the cylinder, so they're really, really important. Quite a crucial bit of kit. Major step forward, we get all the covers on now and get running boards back on.
As Piglet hasn't lifted anything heavier than a pen in a while, Mark double-checks the job.
All right, he's stronger than me.
You did the work, the brunt of the work, didn't it?
I lifted it in.
Coming up, we meet the railway's first ever female driver.
Sometimes there can be shock from the passengers because they're expected to see a bloke and they see me.
And Piglet suffers a major setback getting the 9F ready.
This is going to be an absolute nightmare.
It's morning at Gromont Station on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. Volunteer driver Beth is preparing for her final shift of the summer season before she goes back to her day job.
I'm a teacher, so the end of Goal's timetable is time for me to go back to work.
The world of steam used to be the preserve of men. Not anymore. Beth is blazing a trail as the railway's first female driver.
Sometimes there can be a shock from the passengers because they're expected to see a bloke and they see me, which sort of throws them off balance a little bit. Yeah, it just gets into the blood, and once it's in the blood, it won't come out, and you just have to go with it.
Being old-fashioned mechanical machines, steam engines need to be oiled twice a day.
I'm going underneath. Oh, everybody's underneath. It's going to be a social event underneath engine. Love this bit. The romance of steam, eh? I have to confess, my dad used to take me to a lot of steam fairs and things, and I was always deeply suspicious of them. I think it was all the hissing and the heat. Kids get quite scared, but I think I was one of those scared kids, but here I am now. Who knew? Right. So, that's us done.
Beth might still be the only female driver, But women can now be found in every area of the railway. On Gromont platform, the well-oiled mother-daughter team of catering manager Jill...
Right, hi guys, this is our last Pullman tea for this year. Full train, 111 on.
...and head chef Sammy...
Edwin, that's cheating!
...are preparing for the last afternoon tea service of the season.
And we've also got a couple that have just got married at Pickering this morning.
The Pullman service is popular with wedding couples, but romance is a bit of a touchy subject with Sammy.
Everyone always asks me, are you engaged? No.
Afternoon tea services allow passengers the chance to indulge themselves in elegant 1940s dining coaches.
This year, the Pullmans have been really, really busy. Last year, we were running on 70–80%. This year, it's been like nearly 100% each service. Definitely, it's been a long summer. If you'd like to help yourself to a glass of Prosecco or orange juice from Jim, and then Danielle will show you to your seats.
The last of the passengers arrive.
Have you got your tickets?
While on the engine footplate, Beth gets the loco ready for off.
Right, so here we go again.
Yeah, would you like that with milk, sir?
Yes, please.
No problem.
Congratulations on your wedding.
Steam engines are now considered icons of British engineering. But in the 1950s and 60s, 16,000 were earmarked for the scrap heap. One of those engines was the BR Standard Class 9F. But now, after not running for more than half a century, it's on the brink of being brought back to life.
Hello. How are we getting on?
And no one's more desperate to see it running than shed storeroom manager and former BR driver, Charlie.
My part in this engine's history is that I was part of the group that bought it and saved it from the scrap man. We went down the pub, a group of us, and we're having a few drinks, and it went round the table like, how much disposable income do you got? By the end of it, we found that we had enough to make an offer on one of these. It cost us £9 grand, and all we got for that was a set of wheels and a boiler. All the bronze had gone. It was a wreck.
Charlie and his friends rescued the 9F from a scrapyard in Barry Island, South Wales. Hundreds of engines were sent there at the end of the steam era.
We're all young and stupid. Yeah, we can go and save the world, you know. We'll buy an engine. We'll take it to Yorkshire and we'll run trains with it. It was a mountain of a thing to restore this. And it was only once we got it up here and we started to see the cost of stuff, the penny started to drop, you know.
Barry Island became a mecca for intrepid steam fans, and many of the majestic locos that grace our heritage railways today were saved from there.
I want to see it, Steve. It's going to be a big day when it steams, because no one's heard that since 1966. It will be a moment, a dream come true.
But the path of a steam engine restoration is never smooth.
Right, I'll get this 9F fixed.
And to add to the pressure, Piglet's promised that the historic engine will be ready for their annual steam gala, now just 10 days away.
Right, so we're on the 9F. There's a lot of people wanting to come and see this at the gala. There really is, so the pressure's on to make it work. But we're all trying. The lads underneath weighing it. It's just all go. There's literally people everywhere trying their hardest to make it work.
Piglet's having to get stuck in again. And it looks like this time he's landed himself a real pig of a job.
We found a few leaks on the pipes, one of which is this here, and it's a brake pipe. It's a really crucial pipe. So unfortunately, to get that out and resolder this joint on here, I've got to get the pipe out. And to do that, I've literally got to take half this cab area to bits and all the pipe out. Sod's law, it's the rear pipe, and it's buried behind literally everything.
And it's like a complete spaghetti junction of copper pipework. This is going to be an absolute nightmare.
The pipe conducts high-pressure steam. Unfixed, it could be dangerous for the engine crew.
The other hard job is you can't see what you're doing. You're either in shadow or being blinded. I'm sweating and my glasses are falling off my snout. A bit of brute force and creativity, I think, is required here. I'll push that way with my foot. Come on, Piglet, you can do this.
While Piglet struggles with the 9F, over at Railways HQ in Pickering, Head of Marketing Laura has just had a special delivery.
Sounds like the booklets have arrived.
Yay, let's have a look.
To promote what will be the Railway's biggest ever steam gala engine lineup, the 2,000 booklets have arrived.
Big reveal. There's so many of them, isn't there?
The booklet details the 15 engines meant to be running at the event.
I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing we need is for the sheds now to deliver on the engines that they're saying we're getting. Yep. Let's hope that Piglet hasn't let us down and changes his engines and that all of them come.
Boss Chris arrives.
Hey-up.
This is being advertised as the Railway's biggest ever lineup of engines. But they're worried Piglet won't have all of them ready.
How Piglet never manages to produce what he says he's going to.
Well, he let us down last Christmas, didn't he? Then he let us down for 60s Fest.
Piglet is not perfect. He is not a god.
It's a bit like a puzzle, this, that you get in a Christmas cracker.
Back at the engine shed, Piglet's still struggling to get the pipe out.
I'm hoping that now I've got that out, I can feed that round. Come on. Come on. Woohoo! So now I've got to go solder that up and then reassemble the whole thing. Oh, thank God for that. Right, happy days. I think that's the right pipe anyway. I think that's the one Mark said. Just in the back there's a tiny little hole. It's not a lot, but it's obviously just enough to cause it to leak.
Pipe out, problem identified. Piglet's now got to mend it.
So that's a nice fillet now, that is. That looks a lot better. Right. Now all I've got to do is worm it back in to where it came from, preferably without all the screaming and shouting and getting angry with it.
Good luck with that one, Piglet.
Come on, Piglet, you can do this. How can it have been that far out? Bloody hell. That is a long way out. Get in there. Yes, we got it.
Well done, Piglet.
Oh, I sweat on here. I smell of spring onions when I sweat.
Stress levels might be high at the engine shed, but on the footplate of the Pullman afternoon tea service, train driver Beth and her crew are having a whale of a time.
When the sun's out, it's not too hot. It's a bit of a breeze. I love it. This is my favourite bit. So you're coming around here, you've got the sun glinting off the river. It's amazing. These things are very elemental. You've got the coal from the earth, you've got the fire which powers it up, and then you've got the steam. It's just all these elements coming together, and it's a challenge to keep them under control and to do what you want it to do at the time that you want it to do. It's big and scary, and I think that's why I like it so much. Hello! Oh, cheers, babe. Hang on.
On board, the passengers are getting a real taste of how some people travelled in the past.
I won't give you that one because I've just dropped that one on the table. Yeah, on the plate.
I don't mind having that one that's dropped on the turn.
Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, bless him, it's his wedding anniversary as well, 60 years.
We've had a fabulous day. This is probably what the posh people could afford back in the steam days, and now the likes of us can manage to come on it. But it's been fabulous.
To have enough time to get through the 3 afternoon tea courses, the Pullman has to run to a very tight schedule.
It says in the brochure, sit back and relax, and I think that's what they've done, and forgotten to eat. Sam, it might be that you have to stop creaming and we'll have to do them on the return journey, the 3 carriages that haven't finished. Right. OK.
We have to have certain things done by certain times, so we're at Levisham now, and really, the scones should be going out, if not out, and they're not.
And on top of that, Sammy's now got picky customers.
Someone's wanting it without jam and cream now, so you always get one. Why would you not want jam and cream on your scone?
But by journey's end, it's all smiles again.
And that's us done. Steady day, really.
That means we're in the tunnel. So I'm just going to head towards my door now to say bye-bye to everyone and thank you. Thank you, bye-bye. Thank you.
Over in the engine shed, it's a big moment. The 9F is finally ready for a fire to be lit in it.
Boiler's got water in. We've got all the covers on. We're nearly there. But fundamentally, it's together good enough to put a fire in it. So it's been a long day, but we've got there. I'm happy.
Even Boss Chris has arrived for the special occasion.
Just short of 53 years ago, this engine came out of service.
Did it?
Yeah.
Right.
The 31st of December, 1966.
That's cool, isn't it? We've nearly got
the
there.
year that England won the World Cup.
Really? So we've done better than the England football team.
For Chris, running a railway has to be about the bottom line. But, a die-hard steam fan at heart, this is a moment to record for posterity.
That's it.
I'm very, very pleased that we now have the start of the end. It's weeks away rather than years away, and there is an emotional side of these things because an awful lot of work and a lot of blood, sweat and tears and money into the project. It's been nice to be the final part of the jigsaw that puts it back together again. So we're very proud.
The fire is the first step to getting the much-loved engine back in service.
The big pressure now is really will it be ready for the gala. We've told the world it's going to be ready for the gala, so the pressure's on.
It's a huge team effort to get this thing back together again. And hopefully tomorrow, we might see it with a little bit of steam on. What the hell, it's even getting me. I'm not getting emotional, no, I'm just getting a bit of a with the smoke.
Nick!
Coming up, the 9F suffers another setback.
Back to the drawing board on this one.
And Piglet takes the biggest gamble of his career.
Don't get any closer.
Bloody hell.
Let's just hope Piglet was right, because if he's not, he's for the high jump.
The North Yorkshire Moors Railway's annual steam spectacular is now just over a week away. As well as showcasing 11 home fleet locos, the event will feature 4 visiting rockstar engines. The King Edward II has just arrived.
Bloody hell. Here it is. Look at the size of that.
King-class engines were the biggest passenger locomotives ever built by the Great Western Railway. But these huge mainline engines were never meant to run on a small branch line like the NYMR.
I'm nervous. There's a lot riding on this, and, you know, it will be embarrassing if it doesn't fit.
Over at the railway's HQ, Boss Chris is also a worried man.
We've never had a King here before. They were very, very big locomotives. They're a beast of a locomotive. I must admit I was nervous about bringing it here, but Piglet talked me into it. In a weak moment, I said yes. Let's just hope Piglet was right to get me to bring it here, because if he's not, he's for the high jump.
And now Piglet's about to find out if his gamble was a wise one. To decide if the king can run at the gala, it's got to pass what's called a gauging test. The railway's engineers will test to see if the king can clearly pass through all the line's stations and bridges. And the test starts at Pickering Station in half an hour.
We haven't got too long to get to Pickering, and my car isn't exactly the fastest up these hills.
The engineers have calculated that the king will be too big for the railway. And now Piglet's worried they might be right.
Fingers crossed, because, you know, on paper, this engine does not fit this railway. Really, really do hope it fits. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit embarrassing for me. And we have to come up with a plan B. Because a steam engine that can't run through a platform isn't very good, really, is it? Well, I'll probably have to go and hide somewhere if it doesn't fit.
Already running late, Piglet hits an unusual traffic jam.
We're trying to chase a King-class loco, and we've got congestion on the roads. I mean, it is quite cute, that little cow in it. Come on. They're the same colour as my car, them cows, aren't they? And there's a sheep here, look. You just don't care, look. You just don't get a break, do you? There's just no opportunity just for a period of no dramas. Running a steam railway is an absolute nightmare.
Kieran Murray is also on the road today. As head of carriage and wagon, it's his job to make sure the railway has enough carriages. One of its luxury Pullman coaches has been away for major restoration. Due to be finished 3 months ago, Kieran's under pressure to get it back for the gala.
This project, to be fair, has been a nightmare from start to finish. We started off with a coach, it was an empty skeleton, and we've had to rebuild it. And I can't wait to get the thing finished and out on the tracks. I just want to see it done.
The company renovating the carriage has been restoring its wheels and chassis, known in the train world as bogies. So yes, you could say Kieran's gone to meet the bogey man. That's Martin to his friends.
Oh, there she is, up in the air.
Here's your coach.
Just waiting for a bogey zone.
Yes, which are outside the shed, I think.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, look at this, nice shiny bogies.
Restoring just one set of bogies costs £5,000, and Kieran has got more than 50 carriages to maintain.
It's getting more and more expensive. You know what I mean? This year we're spending all this money putting new wheel sets on coaches. We've spent nearly £300,000 now. It's phenomenal.
After all that money, time to see if the bogies fit back on the carriage.
That is the whole thing what holds the coach to the bogies. We've got to try and get a centre pin absolutely bang on to drop through the hole.
The bogie fits like a glove. Everything seems to be going very well.
Yeah, let's have a look inside.
Maybe a little too well. A different company has refitted the carriage's period interior.
Oh, look at that. Look, it's not even... What's it been on? 3-4 months? It's already peeling off.
Yeah, that looks as though it's going to need quite a bit of attention. So probably redone, I would imagine.
I'll have to get back to him who did it, because you can't let it go like that, can we? You just think you get in there, and it hits you again, and it hits you again, and you just feel like you're sort of always going backwards.
Let's try the toilet door.
Right, we're ready? It is embarrassing for me, but I'll have to do it. I'll have to sort of put my head on the box and say, look, we've got yet another issue. It doesn't work.
No. Are you trapped in the toilet?
I'm trapped in the toilet. Oh, no.
Piglet's racing to get to Pickering for the first stage of the test that'll show whether the huge visiting King engine fits through NYMR's small branch line stations. But as the King enters the station, Piglet is nowhere to be seen.
So, thanks to all the problems we've had this morning, I've actually managed to miss the gauging at Pickering.
Despite no Piglet, the King passes through the station without problem. But Pickering was the station Piglet was least worried about. It's the two smaller rural stations that concern him. And the next stop in the gauging test is Levisham.
It's getting quite hot in here, actually, so I'll press this little snowflake button here, it magically makes the cabin temperature drop. You don't have that feature on the steam engine. I bet you wish you had it on a day like today. Technology in this car is amazing. It was only made in 2012 and someone sold it. I bought it second at 2012. Who'd sell a car and it's only a 5 or 6 year old? It's ridiculous. Or is it 7? I'm not very good at maths.
Piglet gets to Levisham just in time. He needs to check the huge mainline engine can squeeze through the platform.
I hope he's going to slow down a little bit, like, otherwise we might need to stand back. It is a monster of an engine, this. It needs to come in nice and slowly, because obviously we have to shout stop. He needs to be able to stop before it hits it. The last thing I want to do is jam it in the platform.
But as the engine pulls in, it starts to get very close to the platform.
Does it mean, does it look like it's slowly getting closer to the cylinders?
Yeah.
It just fits, but it fits. That's all right, that. You wouldn't want it much bigger, though, would you?
With less than an inch to spare, the King makes it through.
Right, so that's brilliant news. The King fits Levisham, so now we're going to try and beat it to Goathland, where the measurements say it doesn't fit. Let's get in a little brum and get going.
Steam test day.
Another engine the railway is desperately hoping will run in the gala is the historic 9F.
And what we're going to do today is steam it, go through and check all the fittings, make sure they're all steam tight, make sure everything works as it should.
But the 9F hasn't run in over half a century.
The preservation world is sat watching this to see whether it's going to be ready for the gala, so there's a bit of pressure on from the outside world.
Mark, like so many at the engine shed, has his own reasons for wanting to see the 9F run again.
I first started working on this when I was about 15, so I've spent about 20 years on and off working on this, as well as a fair few other people.
But as the engine starts to build pressure, it's not long before there's a problem.
Nick, the gland nut, the casting's porous. It's leaking.
When the loco is at full steam pressure, it'll find any minor holes or leaks which could cause a dangerous steam explosion.
Unfortunately, there's a couple of pinholes in the castings, so it can't go into traffic with that because that's live steam. So if one of those was to break in service, you've got potentially 250 psi of boiler pressure shooting out, which is almost uncontrollable.
It's effectively a massive bomb on wheels, so we've got to make sure that it doesn't go off.
The engine has failed the pressure test.
It's a bit frustrating, really. So we're going to have those pipes off first thing in the morning. We could have done without. So back to the drawing board on this one.
Out on the line, Piglet is praying the King won't fail the final stage of its test. Goathland is the line's smallest station and Piglet's biggest worry.
It's that overhang at the front, and it's them front buffer beams. I mean, you can actually see a mark on the buffer beam there, where it's hit something before.
The huge loco must navigate the short, curved platform.
You won't want that any closer than that. It's pretty close. That's what that is.
Piglet's getting worried.
This is definitely closer. Steady, Barney.
It's too close for comfort. The King is brought to a stop.
How does it look to you from there?
Head engineer Roger measures the gap. To run in the gala, the King needs a clearance of at least 20 millimetres.
Don't get any closer, please. Bloody hell.
The King passes by a whisker.
Thanks, Nigel. So that's a relief. He's quite happy with it. I'm happy with it. It's clear. It's very close, but it's clear. The king is gauged. I am so relieved. I mean, it really is, you know, a big engine, and I genuinely was worried about this one. There was a lot of people saying, "Ah, it's not going to fit," and on paper it doesn't fit. But, you know, we've taken a gamble. It's here, and it fits. And then we've got it ready for the gala. That was my biggest concern, and it works. Happy days. I think it's time to go get a cup of tea and relax for a bit. Just got a message off Chris, and I told him the king fits, so he's extremely happy, and he's told me that my job's safe, so that's all right.
Coming up, Kieran abandons steam power.
I think this is the future, yeah. Steam it's had its day now. Pump trolley's the future.
And will the 9F finally run again?
Go on. It's a massive undertaking to get a beast like this back into action again.
At the engine shed of the North Yorkshire Moors Railway, it's all hands on deck to try and get the historic 9F ready in time for the gala, now just a week away. They think they've fixed the leaking pipes, but there's still a lot to do to get it ready.
Chris has just turned up and he's after a job to do to help, so we're going to get him making some pipe clips in here. We've got all this new pipe we've put on. It's a bit raggedy at the minute. We're going to get him along and he's going to make some nice clips and clamp it all together for us. He's here, might as well make the use of him.
It's my day off. I came up because I just feel guilty that they're working, so I come down. We try and do our best. I'll just give this a quick dip in the water.
Chris was once a teenage steam railway volunteer. After a career as an RAF engineer, he's gone back to his first love.
I started my career in overalls, and I've got this strange ambition that I shall finish my career in overalls. So let's see if it fits. The 4 years I've been here will probably have the most pride attached to it because others have tried. There's been many times when the overhaul of this locomotive has been started and stopped, and we're the ones that have finished it. And I think that really is something we should be proud of. I suppose at the end of the day, when I do ride on this engine in future, I'll be able to look down and say, well, there's something I did. There we go, that's all solid. The pipes are all held in place, no rattling. That'll be better.
As the 9F gets closer to running again, further up the line, carriage and wagon manager Kieran has completed his own rather unusual long-term restoration.
My pump trolley is finally built. It's alive. It's here, look. He's made it. 17 years now I've had this pump trolley. Will never, ever run. So for once, I finally finished the project.
Kieran took the restoration of the pump trolley on as a young 14-year-old railway apprentice.
It is a bit of sadness, unfortunately, because this is my youth going away from me. I mean, I started this at 14-year-old. This means I'm getting old and a bit boring now, I think. So long last, the pump trolley is born. Look at that. So I finally have to get a chance to see what she goes like.
To test the pump trolley's mettle, Kieran's arranged a race with a rival railway team.
So this is the Derwent Valley Railway at York, so very old competition. But we're the North Yorkshire Moors, you know what I mean? We're bigger, stronger, everything.
The aim of the race is the first to Pickering, 3 miles down the line.
3, 2, 1.
That's it.
But as the track goes from double to single, it's less head-to-head and more follow the leader.
I think this is the future, yeah. Steam it's had its day now. Pump trolley's the future. This is more like it, isn't it?
Or maybe not, Kieran.
You can just see a long way away like this, doesn't it?
It's literally a long distance away now, yeah. Are we nearly there yet?
NYMR are the winners. Well, sort of.
This is what I envisioned as a kid. And it's finally come true, you know what I mean? I'm proper chuffed, actually. I thought it'd be a lot easier, but I've achieved a goal for once in my life, and I'm quite happy about that.
At the engine shed, something else that's been a long time coming.
We're going to take the handbrake off, and then we're going to go draw it outside, and for the first time in 53 years, we're going to see it in the sunshine as a complete engine.
After fixing the leaking pipework, Piglet and Mark now hope the 9F is ready to run for the first time in more than half a century.
That's quite a mammoth restoration, that is. It's got a voice.
It may have a voice, but the big question is, will the engine be able to move under its own steam?
What a thing. It's been a long time coming, you know?
And the person who has the honour of driving the engine for the first time is Charlie.
It will be a moment when I sit up there, I'll tell you. And you can't really put it into words. I didn't think I'd be the first one to do it.
Charlie was part of the group who originally saved the engine back in 1979.
It's still a bit mind-blowing. It makes you wonder what we were thinking about when we bought it, because, I mean, it's a hell of a challenge. Yeah, I still can't believe I'm doing it.
Teamwork makes the steam work. That's what it's all about.
Go on, go on, go on.
What an absolute machine. This is what it's all about. This is railway restoration at its finest.
Well, this is a moment, isn't it? I never thought it would be me sitting here. 39 years in the making, this. And when we bought it, the idea was it was going to run on this railway. I'm just glad it's come back. It's where it should be. It's very powerful. Rides really smoothly, doesn't it? What a wonderful thing. It is absolutely wonderful. I cannot tell you what it means to me to do what I've just been allowed to do. It's hard to put it into words, but yeah, it's a very exciting moment. I know I'm not showing it, but blimey hell. When it first moved, I thought, go on, go on, go on. And then all of a sudden it went.
Slip would be new, you see. That's what it is.
You won't get no sense out of me tonight, you know.
Today's a good day. This is why I do this job, is for moments like this, to see people like Charlie. After 40-odd years of waiting for that moment, he's finally had it. And what a moment it was. To get a beast like this back into action again is a massive undertaking. But it's done. It's absolutely magic.
After a busy few weeks, Piglet can finally pause for breath and take stock.
So I think that's the shot, innit? That's the money shot there. We've got them all nicely posed. Bit of sunshine.
Piglet's star-studded gala engine lineup is almost complete.
That is the start of the gala, isn't it? We've even managed to get a photo shoot lined up and ready before the event even starts. We've got enough engines here now to run a gala. Happy days.
Next time, it's gala weekend.
Engines everywhere, complete chaos. This is a gala, this is what happens.
But preparations don't go to plan.
No, don't touch that! Ah!
Kieran goes on a special mission.
And off to learn about poo.
And a last-minute loco crisis.
That's bad. That's really bad.
Threatens to send the gala down the pan.
That's the end of that engine.